Trump and Melania entertain senators and their spouses at the White House. President Donald Trump has announced he expects to make a deal on health care soon, even though his first attempt failed just a few days ago. Trump made the remarks as he was hosting a reception for senators and their spouses at the White House. It attracted both Republicans and Democrats. Before taking to the stage, he was spotted walking into the ballroom with Melania. It appeared the First Lady was wearing a $2,390 Whistler stretch crepe dress designed by Roland Moret. When he got around to address the bipartisan crowd, he said it is a very good thing and predicts a deal on health care will happen very quickly. I know that we're all going to make a deal on health care. And that's such an easy one, the president claimed, despite recent results seeming to counter his claim. Democrats have shown no interest in working with Republicans on the issue as long as the GOP remains determined to repeal Obamacare. Trump also said he believes there is potential to work with the Democrats on other issues, including infrastructure. Hopefully it'll start being bipartisan. Because everybody really wants the same thing, we want greatness for this country that we love, he said. Trump's healthcare comments came after House Speaker Paul Ryan spoke in the present tense about efforts to repeal and replace Obamacare, just days after the GOP leadership had to yank such a bill from the floor schedule because it lacked the votes to pass. I don't want us to become a factionalized majority. I want us to become a unified majority, Ryan, our Wisconsin, told reporters in the Capitol. And that means we're going to sit down and talk things out until we get there. And that's exactly what we're doing, he said. Ryan vouched for camaraderie within the fractious GOP conference after an inter-party split sank one of the party's signature policy goals, repealing Obamacare and replacing it with what Ryan calls a more market-based system of tax credits and subsidies. We're not going to retrench into our corners or put up dividing lines, he said. Ryan added, there's too much at stake to get bogged down in all of that. The White House was sending out a different message last week, when the bill's fate appeared to be on the line, telling lawmakers that if they failed to pass a bill, Obamacare would remain. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer called the doomed bill headed to the floor the only train leaving the station and said, there is no plan B. On Tuesday, the New York Times reported that White House Chief Strategist Stephen Bannon has been meeting with conservative and more moderate members to discuss a possible path forward. President Trump was less generous toward the Freedom Caucus online. The Republican House Freedom Caucus was able to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. After so many bad years they were ready for a win, he wrote Monday night. Spicer on Tuesday confirmed ongoing White House contacts but stopped far short of predicting success. Staff has met with individuals and listened to them, he said. I mean, have we had some discussions and listened to ideas? Yes, he continued. Are we actively planning an immediate strategy? Not at this time. The discussion on health care came with a hard deadline looming to pass legislation by the end of next month to keep the government running. GOP leaders in Congress and at the White House were trying to take